You know what's fun, Victoria?
What, babe?
Fun Victoria.
Fun Victoria.
It's Fun Victoria, and another exciting episode of the Feel It Real Fun show.
For all.
What's Fun Victoria?
On the 26th of March 2024.
Alrighty.
And it's called You Don't Need to Feel It Real to Manifest.
Alright.
Question mark.
Yeah, with a lot of question marks.
Yes.
Alright, so we're going to nail this one just because...
Because you can't.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay.
So...
Yes.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the Feel It Real Fun show with Victoria.
That's right. So...
Right. Lisa and Low Rock.
Hello. Go to...
DreamDrivenDay.com. We begin like October. Good Lord, April. I am as timeless
you
as
should
they
remember.
go. April 15th or something like that, right?
Month.
My birthday's coming up in a few days.
Yes.
That's right. Anyway, notice they turned it off.
Yes.
Nice.
They've got some chipper chainsaw things
All right.
happening.
Yeah, trees are made of noise. Ask me how I know. But anyway, you ever notice how quiet it is in a forest until you turn a chipper on? Then all the noise comes out. Anyway. Yes. Anka, welcome to the show.
Hello, Anka.
DreamDrivenDay.com. You can join up now, get the bonuses, lots of cool kids, all that stuff. 30 days of play. You don't have to do it on your own, and you can do it with us. DreamDrivenDay.com. All right. So, Victoria.
Yes, and for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That is the rightness. So,
okay.
Ready?
Yes.
So it all began with a note that I got today, an inboxy thing you do. I don't know what you call these things, PMs, DMs, but whatever. And it began with Mr. 20. I'm paraphrasing here because I don't have it in front of me, right?
Yes.
Your buddy says you don't need to feel it real to manifest, and I agree. What do you think? All right.
Anyway, yes.
Anyway, Victoria.
Yes.
Shall we read the...
quote?
Yeah, let's read some of that quote, just for fun while people show up.
So, Neville says... Is that the lecture, the foundation?
No,
this is just the foundation.
These are just my notes.
Okay.
That's right.
The first step in changing the future is desire. That is, define your objective, know definitely what you want.
All right, so there's a step-by-step here. By the way, here's one of the things that I want you to just ponder right away. Ready? Probably 90% of what you imagine up, probably 99.9% of what you imagine up every day is spontaneous and instantaneous. Okay? You want to get really good at spontaneous and instantaneous? Do sessions. But I continue.
Second.
Notice it's me pushed out. I continue. There they go.
Yep. Second. Construct an event which you believe you would encounter following the fulfillment of your desire. An event which implies fulfillment of your desire. Something which will have the action of self-predominant.
All right, so probably one of the painfulest things that I do every day is get long emails from people that tell me all about their circumstance, right? In other words, what's around them. And I want to know, what do you want? Right? So it all begins with a desire. And then they'll tend to come back with half as much material. And I'll go back again, look, what do you want? I'm not reading all that. I don't have the time for that. Maybe you do. But I don't want you to have time for that. What do you want? It's all right. Cool. So, okay. So now what? Well, what would imply that you have that? So that's what you just read, right?
Yeah.
What would imply?
Yes.
Continue, Victoria.
The third step is to immobilize the physical body and induce a state akin to sleep. Then mentally... Sorry.
Yeah, that's good. Pause. Yeah, she's really good at that, right? So, immobilize the physical body.
Yes.
In other words, stop what you're doing. Just stop it, right? And then feel a little tired. Go ahead, Victoria.
Then mentally feel yourself right into the proposed action. Imagine all the while that you are actually performing the action here and now.
Now, what's the action? The action is what implies your wish is fulfilled, right? So I never imagined doing a show. I'd have to imagine like speaking and stuff, and then trying to figure out what I'm going to speak and say. I imagine after the show. I'd imagine you guys sending us things. Lisa and LaRock sent me a good one the other day. Great show. And I go, yeah, cool. That's exactly what I imagined up, that kind of thing. What implies the show was great. So first I've got a desire. It's called a kick-ass show, right?
Yes.
So that's right. What would imply a kick-ass show? Radio. Somebody reached out saying that was a kick-ass show. All right, cool. What do I do next? I do this while I'm waking up in the morning. So my body's already pretty much immobilized, because if I mobilize it, I have to go poo, right? So I imagine what would apply the kick-ass show, right?
Yes.
So on and so. And it's the action of self-predominant. In other words, I get her email going, and I go, cool, right? Now here's the cool thing. Are you aware of any other ways that Neville shared this? There's the gangplank, there's the little boat, there's him imagining giving his brothers tickets. He took the time to stop and imagine after he hung up the phone. And this is really important. We're going to give you the flip side here. Ready? Manifesting mastery. Will, welcome to the show. Thank you. So, manifesting mastery, lesson 1 out of 90, right? Lesson 1. Okay, the young buck, he's hanging with his crew. Right, they're doing a skateboardy thing you do, looks over, sees a couple of hot girls. Right? Leaves the safety of the herd, starts to walk over toward the girls. What do the girls do?
They giggle.
That's what girls do. All right?
Yes.
All right. He turns around, puts his tail between his legs, whatever that means, right?
Yes.
Puts his tail between his legs, returns to the seeming safety of the herd, never again to approach a woman, and dies lonely under a bridge all alone.
Wow.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, 8 billion people on the planet, somebody's done this, right? Statistically, radio. So, but here's the cool thing. Spontaneous and instantaneous. You're imagining all day long. You're accepting things as true and rejecting things as false all day long. You want to get good at it? You got to get good at noticing it. You want to get good at noticing it? You do. I've been a martial artist now. I am going to be 58 in a few days. I've been doing martial arts since I was 12. That's 46 years. You know what I do most? I practice standing and basic movements. I practice what I would teach a white or a yellow belt most. This is decades and decades and decades of play. And I keep returning to the basics. This is why Neville said, hey, when you go to bed at night, what do you do? 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 Yeah. Most people go to bed and they go, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Right? Neville says, look, take a look back at your day. Anything you don't want to settle for. And again, the problem there is, remember, this is a formal session. You lay down at night. Neville says, revise your day unless you want it to repeat, right? And a lot of people just turn bad into good. And then they go, I don't like revision. And say, well, I wouldn't either, right? If I did it the way you're doing it, right? Yes. But I do it the way that we do it. I turn bad into good, good into great. In other words, I turn her yums into super freaking licious, right? Nice. Right? And so then we have more super freaking licious. And so, formal session. Joseph Goddard, every day, what did he do? Neville taught this for a reason. Joseph would sit in his chair and he would imagine specific events of his day having gone his way. Every day. That's why we made up josephgoddardtothemax.com. If you really want good confidence, do that. So, we've got how many other quotes, Victoria, that you're not going to read?
Tiny bit, but I think
we sort of covered
that.
So we got another one, the basic version, another thing about Joseph Goddard to the Max, another one with the Neville Goddard 3-step, Neville Goddard Barbados stuff. So,
lots of quotes.
Here's the deal. I don't know who said it, and I don't know what their intent was. But when someone says, you don't have to feel it real to manifest, and Victoria said this without listening to anything that I've talked about, what did you say by the table?
Feeling it real.
All day. All day long.
Imagining all day.
You are feeling it real all the time. Now, here's the thing. I made up the toolbox. I took a framework called Past, Present, Future, and I made up NevilleGoddardToolbox.com. And you'll notice everything we teach is designed for one thing, to help you notice the principles, so that you can notice who you are and how this works. Because you are feeling it real all day long. Your formal sessions are just great points to just add in a little bit of oomph, and also really notice who you are and how this works. And I can promise you, if you take every morning and you do Joseph Goddard to the Max like we teach it, if you take every night and you revise like we teach it, you're going to notice your imaginings throughout your day become easy as pie. In other words, here's the kicker. Here's the big one. Somebody hashtag it. Most of the time, most people are feeling it real on autopilot.
Is that all one big long hashtag?
Poor Victoria. Hashtag poor Victoria. Right?
I don't know how much I'll fit into that. Yes.
Just put it, poor Victoria. So when you get that, the key to stop autopilot imagining is deliberate sessions. Deliberate play. And crass commercial for Dream Driven Day. If you're going to do deliberate play, make it about your day. Because the more you own your day, the more you own your destiny.
Got another.
Yeah, that was the dog. That was a dog.
Another.
I love it.
Win this time.
All right.
Cool,
Monjari,
Brian.
welcome to the show. Brian, that's right.
PaulVictoria.com. That's right.
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
Excellent, babe.
So,
What we want to know.
Yes. You want to end the autopilot imagining? Deliberately imagine more. Stop and do sessions. Seriously. It's just like the way to go.
Cool.
All right. Victoria?
What we want to know is
you may speak now.
Thank you. I was.
Without interruptions.
What we want to know
You know what her typical day is like?
See, there he goes again.
I do honor her. And I obey the rules of happy loving husband.
And you know when to shut up. Is that right?
Right.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
What we want to know is
that
tell
never
us.
Happens.
What was your hashtag strawberry bit?
I love how you kept going.
Yes.
That's right. Hoo-ha.
I liked how you said, because how so many of us are rejecting what's true and accepting what's false, or something like that, you said.
Did I?
Yeah, something like that, like the ones that aren't.
I must have been possessed.
Something like that. Well, not we aren't, but so many other people are doing that.
Oh, totally.
On
Absolutely.
autopilot.
That whole autopilot bugger, you know what? It's just, if you want less autopilot, you need more deliberate. Want some deliberate? Devote. Devote a few minutes a day, in the morning, in the evening, at nap time, while sitting in the traffics. Devote a little bit of time to something you wish to devote your life to. A little tiny bit goes a long way.
Yes.
So, end those autopilot imaginings. And join us in DreamDrivenDay.com, because you don't have to do it all on your own. You can if you really want to, though. We're the three hillbillies. It's actually the three hillbillies and the hillbilly master, right?
Yes.
So they're coming back next week.
Yes.
They were supposed to come this week, but they're coming back next week, and that's actually good for me. Right? It's called Sanity.
Yeah.
But in scratching nose, itchy. So what's really cool is in 7 days they will do what I couldn't do in 7 years.
Yes.
Right? And it's like, does it cost money? Yes. Is it an inconvenience? Yes. Right? I had somebody say,
Do we want to do it?
No. I had somebody say, well, I'm going to have to give up some time on my Sunday to join in those live calls. So, yeah. What else are you doing on a Sunday? Right? So we get to give up a little bit of time and a little bit of money and so on, and have three hillbillies and the hillbilly master do shit that I couldn't do in 7 years. It's like radio, a little bit of money, and we take a day, and like 7 days versus 7 years.
Yes.
This is a way of life, gang. Same thing with your intentional manifesting, right? A little bit of time can run your whole day in a new way. But I digress.
Cool.
All right.
So, yes, that was all, DreamDrivenDay.com.
Crass commercial, lots of fun. Anyway.
Join your 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Yeah, if Dream Driven Day is a little too much for you right now, dive into manifestingmasterycourse.com. Lesson 1.
Yep.
Yeah, we just nailed something today. Yeah. Lisa and LaRock, Dream Driven Day is a life-changing investment. Totally. I remember when you showed up. You know, she just showed up. It's like, wow. So,
was that during the pandemic?
Oh, I don't remember all that stuff. No.
Okay.
But it was like, I don't know who this is. I love when that happens.
Cool.
So.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right, including you, Andrew Villanueva.
Andrew Villanueva.
That's right. Have a lovely day, gang. I'm
Yes.
going to go buy eggs
Yes.
because I cooked them all yesterday.
And then off to do some swimming in.
That's right. And we'd get together with Terry, get me some of that homemade sauerkraut,
Yep.
do my swimming,
Yeah.
and then